My name is Cory Harlan. I'm originally from Wellsville, Missouri, but am now residing in Fulton, Missouri, and attending William Woods University in Fulton.
In Fulton. Okay. Tell me about your illness.
My illness stems from an injury that I suffered probably at 3 months of age. I was dropped on my head and my nasal cavity went through the right side of my brain. I suffer now from a type of Mesial Temporal Sclerosis. I have a type of atrophy or damage to the speech and memory part of my brain. It has also led to bipolar. I developed post-traumatic stress disorder after being placed in several mental hospitals and eventually spent 3 years in Boys Town in St. James, Missouri. It's a mess. I have trouble concentrating, I have severe headaches, I'm really about to depression and suicide.
How old are you now?
I am 29 at the moment.
Okay.
I'll be 30 in 2 weeks on the 23rd.
Through all this, you're also a college student.
Yes, I finally went back at 30 and trying to regain my life and trying not to let it hamper me anymore. I mean, I've lost so many years that, you know, I figured if I just keep sitting around and not trying to do something, then, you know, I'll just die completely unhappy.
Well, let's go back a little bit here and revisit this. What has your illness done to you? Tell me about what your life has been dealing with this illness.
It has robbed me of my childhood. I never got to play Little League. I was in so many homes that I was raped and molested for many years. It has put a humongous strain on the family. My brother left when he was 14 because he just couldn't deal with things anymore. And was estranged for quite some time. Has just now started getting back with Mom and the family. But I've missed out on weddings and funerals, and you know, my dad's mom died while I was in Boys Town, and you know, I'll never get those opportunities back. And
why did they put you in Boys Town?
They deemed me hyperactive and just out of control, and really did not know what was wrong with me. So their solution was, oh, well, let's just give him a pill. Let's see what this does. And at one point in time, I was on Ritalin with like 5 other medicines. And I mean, it was awful when they took me to Boys Town and detoxed me. You know, it was like coming off of crack. I mean, I've lost so many memories from my childhood that just huge chunks are gone. You know, people will talk about situations in the family that I should know about, and I just can't tell you what went on.
And that's because of this injury that you suffered?
Yes.
What kind of medications have they put you on to treat this?
I have been on over 100 different psychiatric drugs, including Ritalin, Clonidine, Celexa, Prozac, Tegretol, Trazodone. I mean, the list can go on. I mean, we just stopped. I'm trying to think. There was Paxil. There was, I don't know. I think just about every drug that has come out. Cymbalta. Just every new one that's came out, they think, oh, this one will work better than the last one, and it just hasn't helped me.
So, what brought you to cannabis on this?
When I met my partner, Mark, back in 2000, he had been using for his bipolar, and it worked for him. You know, he wasn't suffering what I was suffering from, and wasn't having the side effects of prescription medicines. And I started smoking it, and smoked it up until 2 years ago when we were arrested and put in jail and then placed on probation for using it. And since then, I mean, I've had a massive suicide attempt where I spent 3 days in ICU, a week in the psychiatric unit, and took me over a year to just be able to recover from that attempt alone. And you know, it's been 2 years since I've had a job. It's been a year and a half now that my partner has separated from me, and it's hard for me to function now because I can't smoke it because I'm on probation. And so now there's times that I have severe bouts of depression and severe migraines and nightmares and
What was your life like when you and your partner were using cannabis?
it was wonderful. I mean, I could sleep, I didn't have nightmares, I wasn't in pain, I wasn't, depressed all the time. I mean, I actually enjoyed doing things, and we traveled, we went on vacations. We never affected anybody. We had a normal social life, we had friends, family life was good and everything else. I had my life back. For so many years before I was using it, I just lost all of that. Either I was in pain or in a hospital or, put away somewhere while they tried to figure out what was wrong with me. And
were you able to work a job when you were using cannabis?
I did.
You did?
For Walmart for 4 years while I was using it. And never had any problems. I had a perfect safety record. There was any of the problems that people say, oh, well, if you use, you're going to be a danger to somebody else, or you're going to be a danger to yourself, and there never was anything like that. So.
What would it mean to you if we had protection under the law here in Missouri to use cannabis? What would that mean to you?
It would mean the world. I mean, it would mean that we could use something that's natural, that's a plant that does not have near the side effects of prescription medicines. The medicines I take, I have to worry about, every month I have to get my, liver function tested. It's affected my eyesight, it's, affected my stomach, Marijuana doesn't do that, and we should be able to have the right to use something that's natural, that can help us and benefit us. The government should not have the right to tell somebody, and deny somebody a drug or whatever you want to call it, that can help somebody in the long run and won't end up killing them if one little thing goes wrong with the pills.
That's true. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
I appreciate it.
Not a problem.
Cory, that was excellent.